Hey everyone, it's Michelle Worrell. Today I'm going to be walking you through a big, bold floral art journal spread using some of my favorite new Dina Wakley products. Today, I'm working in my large craft journal, and I've already prepped these pages with a layer of gesso to give us a nice bright base to build on. So let's get into it. I am starting with gloss sprays in the color fur, and I'm just spraying this across the lower half of the layout. This is kind of going to be the foundation for the stems and greenery in the art on the art journal pages. So I want this to be, a really rich, deep, sort of concentrated green color. And you'll see pretty quickly I'm switching to another gloss spray to kind of get the upper half of the page covered. And I'm using the color Mineral. Again, just kind of spraying it around, giving it some contrast to the green on the bottom, and give us a little bit of a feel of a sky up at the top. And then, really, what's going to happen is you're going to start to see me go just sort of back and forth between spraying the green or the fur, spraying the mineral up top, and also drying the layers in between each application. I'm also going to stand my journal up on its end like this to allow some drips to happen, and that's really fun too. But you really are just going to kind of keep playing back and forth until you have the background looking the way that you like. Now you'll see me move over to an acrylic paint, and I'm using Dina's acrylic paint in the color Watery, and I'm using her really wide brush to just kind of apply color all over the top. And really, I started with that gloss spray, and it was real kind of translucent. You could see the gesso through it, and I just wanted something that felt a bit more solid. So that's why I decided to add the layer of acrylic paint kind of on top of it. There is some of the gloss spray still kind of peeks through here and there, and so I think it's a good effect. But just adding that paint all over the upper half of the layout, and again, kind of letting it blend a little bit into the green gloss sprays that we've got going down on the bottom as well. And wouldn't be one of my layouts if I didn't talk about there's always a push and pull between laying color down and pulling color up. So now I've decided I want to add a little bit more of that fur in. So putting more of that dark green on, building more of that layered feel, and also really working on getting some good drips at this point as well. So now I'm going to even deepen up the green layers further by adding a second green color in the gloss spray. And this is the color Olive. And I just love the way these two colors kind of work together on the page against the blue sky. So again, you see me tipping the book up to give, and down, and kind of all around to give some good drippy texture. And, I think those will end up becoming some of our stems for the flowers. So it was really fun. Have fun at creating that. Don't worry about if you have too many. They don't all have to become, exactly the stems per se. They can really just kind of inform the whole bottom half of the layout. So you'll see there I'm taking the olive spray up a little bit higher. And again, I wanted it to pop a little bit more and break up some of the blue sky that we had going in the layout. So decided to raise it up a little bit. And this is all, this is just the way that I like to create, and kind of what happens in the moment when I'm creating. And you may feel something different when you're creating. So have fun with it. So the next thing you're going to see me do is I'm going to take out the new Chroma Transparencies. This is the painted element set, and the first thing I thought of when I saw these transparencies was flowers. And so I actually am cutting out there's two different pages in the set that I'm using. and I am just cutting kind of randomly around. There's lots of good like paint blobs and painted spots and dots, if you will. So really have fun when you're cutting around these, and because it really was fun to sort of envision the flowers coming together as you're cutting around and creating these. And so I'll take a little bit of time here, and I just kind of played around with how I wanted to lay out the flowers. And I mentioned before, don't worry if you don't have a flower for every stem or a stem for every flower. It's meant to be very painterly and just abstract. So let it just enjoy the process. I did have to cut this the purple transparency in the center. I end up having to cut that down the middle because when I go to glue these in with my media glue, you'll see it kind of, it goes right across where the bend in the book is. So anyway, or the bend of the journal is. But yeah, so I just took some time and tried to figure out where I wanted each of the flowers to go. And I did a mix of, as I mentioned, um, these are images that I cut out of the two different transparency sheets that are in there. So there's some circular paint blobs, and then there's paint blobs. There's more circular ones, and then there's just kind of some oblong paint blobs. And I used a little bit of each. You can tell probably by looking at this here. So just get it arranged out the way that you like. And then I used Dina's media glue to adhere these down. And I just, put the glue on the back of the transparency and pressed it down real good. It'll dry clear, so you won't see it, and all that yummy background texture and color will still show through. Next, I'm going to pull out some of the sheets from the new bold collage paper collection. And I am just tearing little bits and pieces from these papers and tucking them into the flower centers as accents. And this is really fun. And there's just a fun variety of shapes and marks to choose from in this collection. So again, have fun with it. It really gives a lot of personality to the flowers and a little bit of dimension. And now I'm going to grab a white paint pen, and I'm just adding some scenic writing. It's kind of that loose, flowy, script-like marks that aren't really, well, they can be actual words, but they're generally not legible words. So you could also just call it scribble, but they add some texture and some rhythm to the page. And so I thought it would be neat to incorporate those kind of hidden special words, because it sort of creates a highlight all along the stems, and so kind of lifts those right off of the background, and I think it helps make everything pop. And then last step, I'm using the Alpha Block stamp set with some acrylic paint to stamp the words "grow to the clouds" right onto the bottom of the layout. And I'm using the color Watery again in the paint that it's basically the paint that we used in the sky. And I just love how the block letters, are kind of this bold contrast to everything that's very, sort of loose and organic and painterly. So I thought it was a great contrast. And I always think it's fun to stamp with paint instead of ink as well. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.